Welcome back, everyone. The Association of Psychology, Newfoundland and Labrador recently conducted a survey of psychologists following up on a similar one that was conducted last year. Here to talk about that survey and its results, Dr. Janine Hubbard on Get Psyched. Hi, Dr. Hubbard.
Hi, Jody.
So what were the key findings of this survey?
Well, there were many similarities from last year, which is both good and bad. We have heard that psychologists love the work that they do. They are really inspired by their clients. They, when they're able to provide the services that are needed, they see growth and progress in their clients, and that's the rewarding part. They continue to be very frustrated when things are imposed upon them or decisions are made about the type of treatment or length of treatment or modality of treatment that they're allowed to provide when they know that that may not be in the best interests of their clients. We have seen, this is probably one of the biggest ones, 47% of the psychologists surveyed reported moderate to severe levels of burnout. And that is an increase from the previous year's results, and that's really startling. And consistent with the previous year, over half of public sector psychologists, so that's health, education, post-secondary, have reported considering leaving their position in the public sector. And it's still a lot of the same reasons. It's lack of respect, it's lack of autonomy, lack of ability to practice to scope, lack of understanding from both management and colleagues about what is the training of a psychologist? What is their scope of practice? And so kind of feeling some frustrations there are, some of the main findings that we've seen.
And then we see the end result, which is access to this care. And these just sound like really familiar problems. We're seeing it with physicians, we're seeing it with nurses, LPNs, and so on. So what's the solution? What's the next step to improve this situation?
Well, I mean, there's certainly been some incentives put in place in terms of recruitment. There's been some really nice ones, and we've actually seen some applications. There's been a little bit financially in terms of retention, but we've been saying from day one, the money is not the core issue. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's helpful, but it's not the key piece. It's more all of those issues that you and I have previously talked about in terms of workplace burnout. It's the having a manageable caseload. It's having a say in decisions that are being made that affect your work. It's having, again, the respect, the autonomy, the ability to practice, to scope. And one of the big things that I've been trying to highlight is our psychologists, by nature of what we do, we can't access psychological services in this province because we are too small and we know each other. Fortunately, we are able to access services out of province, but we need employers to start realizing that and providing that coverage, because if they want to keep their psychologists from leaving and not succumbing to that workplace burnout, better emotional, psychological workplace support is going to be essential.
Yeah, I mean, you're living, breathing, blood pumping humans who have the same problems that everybody else experiences in times of duress. So really important conversation here. Thanks for having this with us. In the nature of time, we've got to wrap it up. But Dr. Janine Hubbard, thanks so much for being here again this evening.
Thanks, Jody.